and we are live. Welcome to another session of Building the Bull. The session is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vetter Ecosystem. My name is Ryan, and I am so glad to be your host today. Title of today's video is the market is moving and changing, and we're making updates as we follow along with that. We got Bitcoin's moving, Ethereum's moving. As Meng was talking earlier, if you're not part of our Discord, he was sharing earlier, there's a lot of launches happening today. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of momentum is building. Now, where is that going? Who knows? If you know anything about me, I don't do a lot of speculation. So not gonna find that here. That's not what we talk about here. But in our Discord, there's always room for speculation and conversations on what you see coming, what you see going, and things like that. So if you're not part of the Discord, I do invite you to go ahead and check out the Discord. You can find the link in the description of this video, and you can join in on the conversation as well. Now, I did make a statement saying, markets are moving, which is exciting, but also things are changing. Things are changing. I was talking to Luis earlier today about, there's projects that are popping up, and they're being listed on different places, and there's different charts, and there's projects who are launching on different networks at the same time. So, for example, they may have Binance, they may have Polygon, they may have Arbitrum, they may have Ethereum, and it's just kind of this weird space. I was looking at the project a minute ago, and I saw that there was it had launched on the chart was connected to Uniswap. And then there was another option which was connected to Camelot. And again, there's these. We're in a time and space where the crypto world is already kind of technical, meaning once you know the general framework of how everything works, it's just kind of plug and play for every network. But now we're entering this space where there's different things going on. There was a project that, like I said, that Luis had looked up, and I saw one that was on the Binance, but they had the same contract for Ethereum. And I understand that the way the wallets work is you can have the same contract address, but I've never seen the same project with the same contract on different networks, and it's just this, like I said, it's just this interesting, different kind of space that we're in right now. And if you've been following along and plugging in, we had some updates last week for the DApp, and you can see that some things have been updated and changed. I know that some people have been asking, for a long time, hey, what about UI updates? And if you've been following along since the inception of Vetter and the token launch of Vetter, which was October of 2021, you would see that literally every quarter there are UI updates happening. Every quarter, without fail. And so, if you ever find yourself asking the same question over and over again, perhaps you just need to ask a better question if you're not liking the answer that you're getting, or be more specific. So someone says, hey, when are we going to update the UI? Well, technically the UI has been updated. So, what is it that you are actually asking? What's a better question? One of my mentors, he said, if you want a better answer, ask a better question. And so I just want to throw that out there for anybody who has questions. Again, if you find your questions aren't getting answered the way you think they should, maybe ask it differently, or get clear on what it is that you want. So, for example, if someone were to ask me when's a UI update, my response to them would just simply be, what is it that you're looking for? What do you want to see changed, improved, made different, made better? What is it that you want to see done? Because there have been UI updates, and that's the answer that they're going to get. There have been UI updates. So anyway, just want to plant that seed. But we got Meng with us, we got Carl, we got Luis. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into looking at some pre-sales today, I will go ahead and ask if there's a project you want to take a look at. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it today. Before we get into that, I do want to say just a word of caution on security and safety. There's certain topics that are always worth repeating and talking about again and again, and security and safety is one of those. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. If someone else wants your money more than you want to keep it, they're going to find a way to get it. They're going to find a way. Okay? They're going to find a way. And whether that's someone, scamming you, like just straight up, like you getting the wrong contract address in the heat of the moment, you're not looking at the pin message in the heat of the moment, you're just taking a link from some unknown source and you're connecting there and they wipe out your wallet, wipe out your balance, you connect, you get the wrong token, so on and so forth. Okay? Whether you're contributing to a bogus pre-sale or your wallet gets compromised and the tokens get swapped, if someone wants your funds more than you want to keep them safe, there's just going to be a transfer of wealth. Okay? It's going to go from the people who want it more, okay, the people who want it most. And one of the things that I had asked earlier on our Discord live, which by the way, we are live in Discord. If you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to hop on over and join in there in Discord and join in the conversation. More than welcome to do so. But I will say that one of the things that I saw happen today was, one of our community members, their wallet was compromised, and man, that's always a rough thing. It's always a rough thing. And I remember back in the days of Telegram where, we constantly were telling people, hey, if you receive a DM from one of the admins, one of the mods, it's a scam. And every day we get reports from people who got ripped off. They got scammed. Okay, their tokens were stolen from them. Every day we tell people, hey, no one's going to ask you for your seed phrases. But yet, time and time again, people say, oh, I accidentally gave them away. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Listen, if someone wants your money more than you want to keep it, they're going to get it from you. They're going to get it from you. So just be diligent. Okay? Be disciplined in this process. Realize that it's just like it's a war zone. It's a battle out there. And people want to get what is not theirs. Okay? They're going to make it theirs, though. And so one of the things that I had asked, some people earlier today, what are some of the things that they do personally that supports them and, adding some layers of security and protection. And some of the things that was shared was, locking their wallet. So whenever they're not in use, they're locking it. Another thing is taking permissions off. So once they've connected to a specific site, they actually take the permissions off so, they would get to connect again. And, they said, hey, it does cost a little bit in fees, but hey, if that's the, there's a conversation of price versus cost. So the price is a little small fee, but it could be protecting you the loss of all your tokens. That's a pretty good trade-off, price versus cost. The inconvenience of price, but what's it going to cost you if you lose everything? Another thing that I picked up along the way that I do personally is, I have my main tokens in a wallet that with nothing else in there. Nothing else is in those tokens, right? In those wallets. And I create sub accounts, additional accounts underneath the one wallet that has a seed phrase, but sub accounts. So in MetaMask you can create a new account, and that's just a sub account. And that's where I do all the other projects I'm working on. The random pre-sales and stuff, where maybe they're staking, or maybe you got to connect, and maybe you got to, connect to PancakeSwap, or connect to PooCoin, connect to PinkCell, connect to GemPad. Okay, I'm not saying that, any of those sites, the big name ones, I'm not saying you should be worried about it, but I am saying that you will not find me connecting my main accounts to those sites. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And so I create these sub accounts, and that's where I do the playtime, the fun time. Getting into different pre-sales, okay, claiming the tokens, and then swapping them out and stuff like that. Well, what had happened with one of our users, they were in at one of the launches recently, and I guess, again, I don't know if maybe this is a combination of two things. Number one, I don't know if he received a DM, but basically there was talks of a V2 for this token. Okay, and he was lured in and ended up doing something, and he got his wallet compromised and lost his Vedder tokens. And that's issue number two. He's messing around on, messing around with this wallet that holds the golden goose. Like, that's just dangerous. That's just dangerous. And so, I wanted to bring this up because it just seems like it happens a lot less often now that we're in Discord. But when we were on Telegram, this was a regular occurrence, happening on a regular basis, where people were getting their wallets compromised and losing their tokens, and things just not good stuff. And so, anytime that it happens, I feel horrible. And I feel for the person. But then I think back, I'm like, I don't know what else we could do. We've talked about it a handful of times, and maybe it just gets to be a regular, reminder. But even in Telegram, like I said, we would say, we're never going to DM you. Yet people got compromised all the time. All the time. People were compromised. And so, it is what it is. But I did want to take a moment to just throw that out there, plant that seed, and maybe we could even create a discussion in Discord, sharing the different things that we do to keep ourselves safe and protected in the space. So, hey, welcome Phyllis, welcome Wanda. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some projects that are launched on the CrowdX Calendar. And if there's a project you want to take a look at, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, and we can take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Vedder platform, VETTERPLATFORM.app. This is our dashboard, which is our Vedder board. And here you can get a quick overview of some of the many things going on within the DApp. Right here you can see the hot list. This is just projects that have recently been added by some of our top scouts. You can see a snapshot of the CrowdX calendar here. Here is a leaderboard where we actually pay community members to do something called crowdsourcing. See, our entire ecosystem is built on this idea of crowdsourcing, where people are working together and they get compensated for their efforts. At the same time, the whole community wins by everybody doing just a little bit of work. A little bit of work here, a little bit of work there. Everybody wins as a result of that. In the last year, 16,000 projects launched, and we've actually paid our scouts thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency to post projects on our CrowdX calendar, and some of them have done a phenomenal job and have qualified for something called the Hot Streak Bonus Reward Structure, where we've paid out close to 50 BNB, just right under. It's like 49.2 BNB in the last 10 months to our scouts who've done a phenomenal job by scouting great projects. And so what happens when scouts find great projects? Well, it's real simple. This calendar, our CrowdX calendar, is full of quality projects. So when you hold Vedder token, you get access to the CrowdX calendar. You get access to the crowdsourced information. Instead of you doing all the work on your own to try to find and research and stay up to date with these projects, you have the ability to leverage someone else's knowledge, experience, and time. So go back to the dashboard here. So you can see right here, if we click right here on the leaderboard, you can see this is the hundreds of thousands of Vedder token that we've paid out to our community members for working on adding projects to the calendar and contributing to the ecosystem here. Next thing, which is pretty awesome, is gains and tips. So right here, this is where we're celebrating and acknowledging these are users who actually tipped other people for the results that they got. So for example, iUnique found this project called Astro AI, got a 1.4x, and then the scout that found the project was Hellstrom, okay? But iUnique tipped Hellstrom 13,000 Vedder. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's a great way and a cool way to just kind of give back to the community and everybody, again, working together. Being able to tip someone for finding great information, scouts providing great information to the calendar, everybody winning. Okay, one of the things I say is when the scouts win, the ecosystem wins, and it's so true because the scouts are the lifeblood. They're adding great projects to the calendar. They're getting compensated to do that. The community and ecosystem wins as a result of having great access to projects. Also, I said something about the hot streak bonus structure. When that's in place, we actually pay our scouts BNB and also Vetter token, which is our native token, but it's used as a buyback. So it actually impacts the chart, and all Vetter holders receive a benefit whenever we do that buyback. It's a win-win. Everybody wins across the board. So it's a really cool concept on, again, how to reward the community for crowdsourcing and working together. And the biggest part about it is, it definitely pays to plug in and pays to be active. Hey, Ricky, hope you're doing well, brother. Glad that you are here, my friend. So let's go ahead and take a look at the CrowdX Calendar here. This is it right here, CrowdX Calendar. And you can sift and sort with these little buttons at the top. You can search for projects that are launching on Arbitrum. You can search for projects that are launching on Binance. Whatever it is that you want to look for. You can sift and sort based on the launch pads that it's launching from. So you can sift and sort based on the type of project, the category, whether it's gaming, launchpad, meme, rewards, utility, or unknown. You may not know what it is. You can also sift and sort via private sales. Private sale is being able to get access to the project way early in advance. It could be months. It could be months in advance before other people, and it's usually a discounted price that you have access to. Pre-sales, you're able to get in much closer to the launch date, but you get in, again, before other people. You don't have to play the tax game or the other thing like that, but you're able to get in and get your tokens and not worry about the launch day shenanigans that can happen. A fair launch is basically everyone's at the starting line, and you're hanging out in Telegram. They're on voice chat, and they're saying, "Hey, we're going to drop the contract address in 1 minute," and then they drop the contract address, and it's like first come first serve. You got to be fast. You got to be quick on the draw. Okay, but that is a process as well. Now there's IDOs. IDOs are you get to hold tokens. Okay, you get to hold tokens. So let me just do a quick comparison. So pre-sale, that would be like participating on something called Pink Cell, or GemPad, or Unicrypt, or DXL. And our equivalent to that is vCell. We have our own independent open source launchpad, and that's called vCell. So that's where you're able to participate before the project launches. IDO would be like a special, high quality, exclusive launchpad. So something like BSC pad, something like TronPad or GameStarter. And the thing about that is you get to hold tokens to participate in that launchpad. Okay, so for example, our version of that is Skylab's currently in development mode, in testing mode, and things are being worked out with that. But in order to participate in those type of launches, which are again high quality, top tier projects, you get to hold a specific amount of tokens to participate in those types of projects. Here you can also sort by rank and durations and things like that. So that's how the calendar works. And as a scout, it's really simple. If you find yourself always picking great projects, okay, if you find yourself following influencers who always have great calls, or Telegram groups who always have great calls, I would like to plant a seed that there's some awesome opportunity for you to make a little side income by scouting projects on the CrowdX Calendar. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look. When you add projects to the calendar, when you first start off, you're ranked yellow. And you get paid 250 Vetter every time you add a project to the calendar. And once you add 5, you move up to the rank of beige, where you earn 750 Vetter every time you add a project to the calendar. If your projects continue to be profitable, your rank increases over time up to the rank of green, where you earn 1,750 Vetter every time you post a project to the calendar. And again, if that trend continues, you achieve the rank of purple, and you earn 2,250 Vetter. Now, your rank can go up and it can go down. It's simply based on the profitability of the projects. We rate these projects 24-hour time frame, 7-day time frame, 30-day time frame, and overall. It's a really balanced process and system that's not heavily weighed on any one time frame, but it gives any scout the opportunity to find projects that they like. Some projects, some scouts like projects that pump up at launch and then later they fizzle out. They're not around for 7 days later or 30 days later. Other scouts like utility-based projects that may take a little bit of time to ramp up over time. And they may do well for the 24-hour time frame, maybe a 2x, but 7 days it's looking at a 3x, and by the 30-day it rolls around, it's a 10x. And so what I love about the reward structure and what I love about the ranking structure is it's balanced. It doesn't matter whether you like meme tokens or utility tokens, whether you like gaming tokens or launchpad tokens. You can find your space, you can find a niche, and do really well here. And like I said a minute ago, when you get consecutive profitable projects, you actually are qualified and eligible for the hot streak bonus, which is phenomenal. So if you follow influencers who do great calls, if you follow Telegram groups who have great calls, if you yourself love to research projects, if you're even brand new and you've never done this before ever, this is a fantastic opportunity to learn, because as you're researching, as you're looking at these different things about what is the team like, and is there an audit, and what about this, and how does this work, and what should I do here, and how about this, and it prepares you and it teaches you the process of what to look for to support you in finding great projects. So how simple is it to add a project to the calendar? It's super simple. You just click add project, and then if you want to get paid, you can click yes for ranked. If you don't want to get paid, you just click no, no big deal. Okay, then you add the project name. Then you add the symbol, you add the website. Now, one thing I will say is, let's just go ahead and click that real quick. So this is a project that's already been added. Okay, there's already a project with this website. Okay, you click open in a new tab, and it can show you, Remain Strong's already posted this project. Okay, great. All right, so one of the things to be mindful of, no duplicate projects. Okay, no duplicate projects. So one scout, one project. Each project is going to have one scout, and that's how that works. But here's, you're going to find Telegram information, Discord, Twitter. Okay, what network is it on? Arbitrum? Is it on Binance? Is it on Ethereum? Where is it launching from? Is it launching from PinkCell? Okay, is it launching from VCell? Okay, what category is it? Is it a gaming project? Is it a rewards project? Okay, what's the strategy? Is it a fair launch? Is it a private sell, a pre-sell? Is it an IDO? You just select one of those, whichever one it is. And in your research, you'll know what type of project it's going to be. Okay? So let's do private sell, pre-sell. And so now it's just going to ask you for, hey, where'd you find it, and some pricing details. And so maybe you could list like what the private sell rate is going to be, maybe what the pre-sell rate's going to be. Sometimes there's stages for the pre-sales, so you can list some of that information there just to allow people to have an idea of what's going on there. And then right here, is it a private sell? If it is a private sell, you leave that, click like that. And then let's say the private sell is going to start on the 12th, which is tomorrow. Okay. And let's say that the pre-sell is going to be on the 13th. I say the 30th. Let's give it some time. And then the launch is going to be on, May 1st. So that's how that works. Okay. The private sell is going to start tomorrow. It's going to run for about 2 weeks. And the pre-sale is going to start on the 30th, and the launch date is going to be on the 1st. That's how that works. Okay, then you can click the time, the specific times if you have it. Sometimes you may not know when the launch date's going to be. That's okay. If you know when the pre-sale date's going to be, you know how long the pre-sale date's going to run. So let's say the pre-sale is going to run for 3 days. So let's say that there's no private sale here. And pre-sale starts tomorrow, the 12th. It's going to run for 3 days. And so that's 12, that's 13, 14, 15. So we'll just have the launch date's the 16th. So that's how that would work. You're able to put those numbers there. Next, what's a soft cap and hard cap? Soft cap means what is the absolute minimum amount of funds they're going to raise in order for them to launch. Maybe it's 50 BNB for the soft cap, 100 BNB as a hard cap. When they reach 100 BNB, that means that the sale is finalized. It's done. Okay? So let's break this down. If this was 50, well, that's 580. If this is 50 and this is 100, so the sell starts, if they're sitting at 25 BNB for 3 days, because the sale is going to last for 3 days, the project might not launch. Okay? Meaning, it's definitely not going to launch through Pancake. It's not going to be finalized. They may launch a different way. But through PinkCell, through Gympad, all these different launch pads, if they hit the soft cap, high likelihood that they're going to be launching and tokens are going to be distributed through that launch pad. Okay? If they're sitting at 75 BNB and the timer runs out, that means that they raised 75 BNB. Okay? The moment that they hit 100, the sell is now closed. You can no longer participate. Okay? So if you're sitting on this fence and you're waiting, it hits 100, the sell's done. It closes right away. No one can contribute. So that's how that works. Comments. So what's something you want to put in the comment section? One of the things that I've seen some people do, so here's PinkCell. You could just take this this little snippet here, and you could add that to the comment section like that. That just gives a basic overview of what the project is. Okay. Sometimes the first page of the website can give a basic overview of what the project is. Right here, this is where you're going to share your positives. What do you like about the project? Maybe the fact that they have a certain audit, the white paper's complete, maybe the team's been doing XYZ that you really like and enjoy. Maybe the team is doxed. They've been doing events. They have actual revenue generation, revenue creation. What are the things that you like? Always good to put that stuff. And then what are the things that you dislike? May not be specifically a red flag. It may not be a red flag, but it's worth noting. Okay, it's worth noting. So, for example, maybe there's some mismatch information between the white paper and the website. Maybe there's some shenanigans happening in Telegram where people aren't getting their questions answered. Maybe the Telegram is botted. Okay, whatever stands out to you, you could put that stuff there. And the whole purpose of this is for when someone else is reading this, it gives them an idea of kind of what to expect and look for with the project. Okay, it doesn't mean that all positives are a deal maker, and it doesn't mean that any red flags are a deal breaker. You're just sifting and sorting and sharing different bits of information to allow other people to have an idea and draw their own conclusions to the information that you shared. And here you could share other links. Maybe you share, like, you found a YouTube channel. Maybe there's a AMA that you really liked. You can share that there. Maybe you can share the audit, the white paper, anything like that. Any additional information that you want to share and provide, you can provide that there. So that's how simple it is to add projects to the CrowdX Calendar. And so what happens at this point is the project would then be added. Okay, the project would then be added. And it's going to show up here on the calendar once it gets approved. And when someone clicks on it, you can click on the project and say, okay, hey, here is, by 8 a.m. Okay? And here's the details that was provided. Okay? So that's that. And so you can see, this user, this is what they provided for the comment section here. This is what they provided for positives and red flags. There, that's it. It shows the links. It shows all the stuff here. Okay? So next up, what happens when the project launches? Well, it's real simple. So we can take a look at this project right here, for example. Just using this as an example real quick. So right here, you could say that, okay, the project launched, and so you go in and you launch your project, you drop the contract address, you launch it, and then now it's launched. And that's it. It's that simple. Okay, so once you add it to the calendar, the entire community, the entire user base of the Better ecosystem has access to viewing it, looking at it, and things like that. So now, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I will do my best to answer those. But now we're going to take a look at some projects. Let's see, we got 30 minutes, so just halfway through the hour. we're going to take a look at some projects. If anyone has a project they want to take a look at, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'll just go ahead and take a look at this project since it's speaking to me right now. This is Pario. I know a little bit about this project, just a little bit, because we had seen this. I don't know if we saw this over the summer or directly after launch. It's hard for me to keep up with time these days. I don't know if anybody else can relate. But let's go ahead and take a look at this project. All right, so this project is brought to us by Remain Strong. You can see the username here. Okay, and she's a great scout in our community. So we're going to go and take a look at the website. And before we pull that up, I do want to say that this is a process to sort for the best projects together as a community. And the live session that we're on right now is just a step in that process. Okay, crypto is risky. No way, shape, or form am I telling you to invest. Okay, please do your own research. This is not financial advice. I don't know why anybody want to invest in cryptocurrency. I'm going to share my own thought process while looking at the projects, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. It's all 100% subjective. And the purpose of this session is just to support you what to look for as you're scouting your own projects. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this project. And the beautiful part about this process is if we see things the same way, great. If we see some things differently, even better. I would prefer to have us see things differently, to have more perspectives on what we're looking at. More perspective, different perspectives. I think that's a great thing, and allows us to cover more bases. So we're just going to go and take a look at the website. We'll start there first. A little background information on Pario. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But this project, the team originally had started a project called Bull Flag. No. Okay, I'll find it on Telegram. Let me just look real quick. Active Pario. Here we go. Chart. I don't know if it's still going to show up or not. Charts. Bull Flag. Here we go. Here's a chart. All right, so this project was originally a different project called Bull Flag, and one of the I like the team. They seem like they did a pretty good job, and yeah, they had a decent launch. Nothing too crazy. Let's see how far ago this was. I don't think it was summertime. I think it's probably the fall time. Oh no, it was winter. December 6th. But yeah, so it was not like a crazy massive gains. But there were opportunities, buying the dip, and there's a handful of people in the community who were able to take advantage of the project. But there was a lot of things that they were working on. I think a wallet and some other ideas and a launch pad, maybe some other things. And anyway, they ended up doing a rebrand. Like they just rebranding. Okay, and so I think maybe some of the original ideas, maybe some of the team. I don't know. I don't want to say they split. I'll just simply say that they were going down a direction and then shifted to a different direction. I'll simply just say that. So this is the rebrand. So Pario. Welcome to Pario. Create limitless innovation. At Pario, we believe in the limitless potential of blockchain technology. We empower creators and innovators in the world of finance to build the future they envision. Okay, you can click on their Telegram group, which doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so that's lame. All right, so if I'm making notes, all right, so if I'm a scout, these are the things that I'd be adding to my report and making notes of. The link on their website does not go to Telegram. That's problematic. That's the first link that we see. It doesn't go to Telegram. Now this says buy, and it goes to PancakeSwap, but yet the token has not launched yet. Okay, token hasn't launched yet. Periopad. Okay, so they're starting a they want to have a launch pad, but this link is there, but it just goes to perio.com. It just refreshes the page basically. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so I'm not impressed at all. I think that's kind of lazy. I would rather it not be clickable and say like coming soon. I would rather this say coming soon, not be clickable. I'm not a web designer. Maybe it's not that simple to do, but if I didn't know anything about this project, I was looking at it for the first time. Right now, I'm kind of like questioning: is this legit or not? Okay. Another thing to think about also is I know this domain name is going to be fresh. It should be fresh, unless they just had this in their back pocket. But this is recent development, so it shouldn't be too old. Yeah. Creation date March 23rd. Okay, so this was created, 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, which is to be expected. Because this is they clearly came up with a new name, community voted and stuff like that. But when you're looking at projects, I'm looking for stability. I want to look for a team who's been building, who has a vision, and they've been at it for a period of time. Sometimes we found projects that are 5 days old. Domain name is 5 days old. That's questionable. I don't know. It makes me a little uncomfortable. All right, so back to the website. This is a pretty basic website. This could be templates. Okay, this could just be a template. And maybe that's why this stuff isn't custom. That's a possibility. Something I saw that I didn't like it either is partners and supporters. I'm sorry, but BSC Scan's not a partner. PancakeSwap's not a partner. PooCoin's not a partner. Just like maybe CoinGecko, maybe CoinMarketCap are partnerships, but not really. Those hey, we got listed on CoinGecko, we got listed on CoinMarketCap. So I personally don't like it whenever projects have these things, and that's what makes me feel like this is a template. It also makes me wonder, since DexView is here, I wonder if part of PinkCell's offering, and I don't even know if they're launching on PinkCell. I don't even know. I mean, they are a launch pad. They're building a launch pad. They could be launching it on their own platform. But whenever I see DexView as a partner, it just automatically makes me think of PinkCell is associated. I started to say, I wonder if PinkCell offers website development for projects. I think it's very reasonable. I think it's highly a possibility. There's so many projects that have this same template. Somebody is offering templates to these projects. Someone's offering website design to some of these projects. And so whenever I see DexView, I just get really skeptical because, I don't know what they've done. Like, DexView hasn't done anything, in my opinion. And so for them to be listed is really strange to me. Really strange. So that's my only guess as far as partners and supporters, that maybe this is just a template they get to fill in the blank. It's not necessarily like actual like partnerships. You know what I mean? All right, let's go read a little bit about what the project is. And so again, I'm trying to look at this from the perspective of I have no information at all. I do have information about the project. I do have information about the team, but I'm trying to look at it objectively. And from a place of newness. About us. Pario is a blockchain-powered platform committed to empowering creators and innovators in the world of finance. We believe that the potential of blockchain technology is limitless, and we empower our audience to unleash their creativity and build the future they envision. Our rug-free launchpad sets us apart from competitors, ensuring unparalleled security and trust for our users. With PerioPad, our launchpad platform, we provide a safe, secure, and reliable way to invest in new cryptocurrency projects, enabling our audience to invest with confidence and drive the growth and adoption of the blockchain industry. Go ahead and open up the white paper. Just have it waiting for us. Our mission. Pario is committed to building a more transparent, decentralized financial system that fosters security, innovation, and financial freedom for all. Our mission is to empower creators and innovators to transform the industry by providing a user-friendly interface and innovative features to help them unleash their creativity. We conduct thorough audits, perform due diligence on project teams, collaborate with trusted auditors, and implement a rug-free launchpad to provide investors with the confidence they need to invest in new projects. Okay, learn more goes to their white paper. Tokenomics, 2% is burnt, 2% is buyback, and 3% is development marketing cost. So total is 7%. Buy and sell tax is 7%. Transfer wallet to wallet is 0. Q1, January to March, launch website, publish white paper, check. Development of pad and develop marketing materials. I'm not sure where they're at. There's no indication of where they are. April to June, we're in April now. Launch Perio pad and conduct the token fair launch on the platform. So it sounds like they're going to launch from their own platform. They want to have a Certec audit. Marketing is for tier 1 CX listing. Release the white paper for Perioverse and Perio blockchain. Okay, not sure what that is. Maybe they'll talk about that in the white paper. Q3, hire additional team members and advisors. Start development of Perioverse and Perio blockchain. Release Perioverse trailer. Integrate AI technology. I mean, part of me, I can appreciate the fact that we've been in the season of AI for the last handful of months, and so I can appreciate that this is Q3 for them, instead of them trying to use catchphrases and jump on the bandwagon. I do have appreciation for that. That's interesting. Conduct a land and avatar NFT sale. All right, Q4. Feedback for necessary improvements. Global marketing campaign. Beta testing. Perioverse. Maybe that's like the metaverse. Now that we talked about land and avatar NFT sell, maybe Perioverse is like a metaverse type thing. Officially launch Perio blockchain. That happens in Q4. Our product, PerioPad, is our rug-free launchpad platform that provides a safe, secure, and reliable way to invest in new cryptocurrency projects. With PerioPad, investors can be confident that they are investing in legitimate and trustworthy projects. Our rigorous KYC process ensures that only legitimate projects make it onto our platform, while our team of experienced auditors carefully scrutinizes each one to ensure that they are legitimate and trustworthy. We provide a user-friendly interface and innovative features to help investors make informed decisions and drive the growth and adoption of the blockchain industry. Why choose PerioPad? Investors can be confident that they are investing in legitimate and trustworthy projects. Rug-free Launchpad sets us apart from competitors, ensuring unparalleled security and trust for our users. We conduct thorough audits, perform due diligence on project teams, collaborate with trusted auditors, and implement innovative features to provide investors with the confidence they need to invest in new projects. Join the Perio community today. What does this say? What's this? So that doesn't do anything. That just goes back up top. Upcoming projects. In addition to PerioPad, we're excited to announce 2 upcoming products. Blockchain, Perioverse. Blockchain is a centralized blockchain network that provides a secure and transparent platform for the creation and exchange of digital assets. Perioverse is a virtual world that is powered by AI technology in a fully immersive environment. Here's the team. Here's Dave, the CEO of Perio, and he was actually he was vocal during the launch of Bull Flag, and it was on the AMAs and things like that. So we have a picture of Dave. 8+ years expertise in entrepreneurship and business admin, crypto enthusiast, DeFi addict. Dave is an investment banker with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. He's from the UK, London. Sava, Chief Marketing Officer, MBA in International Marketing Sales, 13 years experience as marketing manager in family-owned corporation, working alongside brands like Reebok, Duracell, and Shell. So we have a picture. We don't have any socials or anything like that. There's no socials as like social media, anything like that. All right, let's take a look at the white paper real quick. And so this, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably just a version of the website that is on the white paper. I mean, I already did a lot of reading. Highly likely that it's the same stuff. I mean, even on the website, it was some of the same stuff that I said over and over again. White paper is going to be really similar. But here we get to go into some more details. Anti-rug badge. Process to verify the project is legitimate and has met certain criteria to prevent rug pulls. This may include reviewing their code, team, roadmap, and ensuring that they have completed all the requirements on the list. Live KYC. Process for projects to complete KYC verification. Okay, doxed only who interact with the contract founders. Process to ensure that project's team members are doxed. This may include requiring team members to interact with the contract in some way to prove their identity. Registered company. Process to verify that a project is registered as a legal entity in their country of origin. This may include requiring them to provide legal documentation or other proof of registration. Audit. Pool lock. Locks a percentage of the raised funds starting from 30% up to 80%. Safe dev. Process to ensure that the project's developers are committed to the long-term success of the project and its community. This may involve requiring them to provide a commitment to holding a certain percentage of the project's tokens or agreeing to other long-term commitments that demonstrate their dedication to the project. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily go way deep in what we've already talked about. Like I said, just a text version of or just another platform of the website, really. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't want to say this is lazy, but so if you look up here in the upper right, I think this is just a, I believe that what we're seeing here is just the mobile version of their website. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like with these things up here. I could be wrong about that, but that's the vibe I get. Is this is just I don't know. I mean, there's no reason for this stuff to be up here. So it's kind of confusing. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at their Telegram. Oh, guys. Shame on you. Okay, so the Telegram doesn't go anywhere. Twitter doesn't go anywhere. And Instagram doesn't go anywhere. That's lame. That's just lame. And, you know, maybe they don't want it to go anywhere right now. Maybe they don't need it to. But again, if we were looking at this for the first time... Whoop, that did not do what I wanted it to do. If we were looking at this for the first time, I mean, I don't know. That's a little disappointing. Thankfully, I was in the previous project, so I have access to the Telegram right here. So just keep in mind that this Telegram group was around for the first launch. Okay, so we have 4,100 members. This is not a new Telegram group, so we're just going to do our best to get a feel for what's going on. Now, one of the upsides is this message was sent 2 days ago, so I am in this group. I am following along and stuff. So 2 days ago there was a message sent, and so from there, Sunday, April 9th at 8:41 a.m. till today, there's been 185 messages, give or take. So there's some activity here. There is some activity here. people talking, asking questions. They have been really good at communicating. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and take a look at the pin messages. I mean, I believe this is Dave, the man with the plan. Dave. Let's see what he said real quick. When you stare at the name Perio Ecosystem, think deep, take a deep breath, and this time you'll realize that Perio is only a little part of the ecosystem. The key factors of this ecosystem are PerioPad, PerioChain, Perio Labs, which is Perio Audit and KYC, Perioverse, Perio AI, Perio Metaverse integration. These factors will generate sufficient revenues to catapult Perio to where it should be. Y'all are part of a very big multinational company, Perio Labs. The vision of Perio Labs is to heal the crypto space, again beginning with the BSC and spread through Ethereum, Polygon, Arbitrum, Shibarium. That sounds weird to say. Shibarium and lots more. I may be saying that wrong. That's maybe why it sounds weird. So he has been very vocal. He's been very communicative throughout the whole process, throughout the launch of Bull Flag, AMAs, and things like that. Let's check out the pin messages. 610 pin messages. That's a lot. I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot of communication. And best part about it is it's not like we've looked at some Telegram groups where they're just spamming the contributions for the pre-sale, or they're spamming some stuff for a promotion that they're doing. But these guys, it looks like that, back leading up to the launch of a Bull Flag, they're obviously sharing call groups and videos and things like that. But Twitter Spaces, there's a lot of stuff that this group was doing. But the last handful of messages right here. Private sale will be held on Thursday during AMA. Private sale hard cap is 40 BNB only. No team member will be given private sale spot. Trust me, no one wants to miss this. Anti-reg launchpad, okay. Private sale slots are filled. Okay. This is Sava. That's the other guy we saw. So we got both. We got Dave and Sava both in here, chatting it up and dropping information in the Telegram group. And these are the pinned messages that we're looking at right now. And we also have LinkedIn. Looks like they just had a post on LinkedIn. But there's decent engagement here. And I have no reason to think that this is necessarily botted because I was here for the beginning of the launch. Now, we wouldn't know that. Just looking at this, we wouldn't know. Okay, so I'm trying to keep my mind from that perspective. But again, this is an existing group. This group just wasn't created the last 3 weeks. This group was being built over time. Okay, being built over time. Here is an AMA. What is this from? Let's see. This is from March 8th. Now, a month ago, yeah, I think they did the transfer or the. I think they did the. What am I trying to say? Migration or swap or pause trading or something. I don't know how long ago it was. But here's an AMA that you can listen to. All right, here. Okay, so March 4th. So March 4th, here's what they said. We're migrating to a new contracting rebranding for our future success of all the utilities that are to come. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko flagged us because of our privacy mixer Bullet Cash. Also, a bunch of our partners that we lined up decided to pull out because of Bullet Cash not wanting the same thing as Tornado Cash that happened. So one of their products was Bullet Cash. I don't necessarily remember what it did. Diamond-handed holders are going to receive 20% extra tokens. The supply is now going to be the same. Launchpad is roughly 95% done. Aims to stop scams and scam launches and farmers. We're building our own blockchain as well. Rebrand is necessary to ensure the success of our future utilities. They're doing a snapshot of the people currently holding. It says, relax, take a deep breath. All questions will be answered. No need to panic, though. This team is going to deliver like always. So they're telling people to unstake their tokens and send your tokens to the wallet address. Pinned. Yeah. So the whole switch happened at the beginning of March. So this whole transition has been since then. So some of the things that stand out to me about this project, again, we're looking at Periopad. I appreciated what went down with Bull Flag and their launch. And again, it wasn't a massively successful launch, but it was definitely a project that was trying to build things and do things in the space. It sounds like there was a conflict with something with Bullet Cash. I don't remember what Bullet Cash was, but that was a catalyst that made them go their other way and kind of do not a spinoff, but a rebranding of calling it Periopad and developing all the other things. It's you can't go back in time to see everything. The good thing to do with going back in time with this project, there's 610 pin messages. You can see what they were doing leading to the launch of Bull Flag, and so they built a community, they built hype, they built excitement, they built people loving what's going on. So that is that's valuable. So you can go back and look at that stuff. You just go back up here and just scroll up and just see what's going on here. But there's a lot of people that are excited about it, and it sounds like they did a decent job. So now, we'll just get to see what it's going to look like moving forward with Periopad, and what they're going to create with all this stuff. I mean, you often hear me talk about here's one of the things that's different about this, and drop it in chat if this makes sense. Okay, drop it in chat if this makes sense. So sometimes when a team has a laundry list of these are all the things we're going to create, and it's an anonymous team, and the only thing that we know that they've created is a website, and they have this ambitious goal of creating all these different utilities for their ecosystem, yet they spam built a Telegram group with 8,000 members they're full of bots, like that's one of the things that we see often. This is a little bit different than that. This Telegram was built, in December, before December. It launched in December. So this Telegram was built before that, meaning it wasn't part of the AI hype. It wasn't part of the rush. They built something out, and he may have actually had previous projects even before Bull Flag. I don't really remember. But I say that to say, does anybody see the difference between an anonymous team claiming, or an anonymous team having the idea or making the claim that they want to create all these different things, yet have never created something, versus a team who is semi-doxed, doing AMAs, there's pictures and names, there's LinkedIn, we saw a LinkedIn link on Telegram. They had a previous successful launch that didn't tank and dump. They're developing, they're innovating. Does anybody see the difference between those two tribes? Okay, that's the question. There's a long explanation. There's a long lead up to that question. But if you see the difference between those two tribes, type yes I see, or type yes or thumbs up or something in the chat, so I know that you see the difference between those, because that's what I want to point out. I'm not impressed at all with the website. Like I said, I feel like it's a template. I almost feel like this could be a paid service. And I'm not saying that Pink Cell is the one who paid for it or designed it, rather, but I don't understand why you have DexView there. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, none of this stuff actually makes sense. I mean, if we're being totally real, none of this makes sense to have this stuff up here. That to me is just a telltale sign of a template, just a website template that is plug and play. You take that out of the equation. I don't know what these knuckleheads are doing by having these dead links. I don't know. I don't know, because no one's done anything about it. It's not like the site launched today. I just don't understand. That's just lazy. Someone should have tested this, and so I don't like that at all. I think those are worth noting as questionable activity. We got a template website with bogus partners, and links don't work. Socials, the links to the socials don't work. It's come on, man. Come on, man. So with that, like I said, the things I do like is they have created stuff. They were working on stuff. The things did function with Bull Flag. They had staking up, and the website was being developed, or the staking was being developed, and things functioned, things worked, and people were excited. And so I think these guys do have the potential to, get something good going. So those are the positives I would say about that. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Luis says, definitely see the difference. Doxing shows me their confidence in their abilities and project. For sure. Yeah, I mean, they're standing behind it. One of the things that Metallaride said, he always said he likes teams that are doxed 100%. I mean, so much so I think he even said he'll only look at projects with dox teams. But he said, if they're not willing to stand by their project, why should he? And that's a good way to think about it. And so, yeah. So I think this, I'm curious to see how it plays out. Again, just full transparency, me knocking the website and knocking the links not working is, the website is just personal preference. The link's not working, I think, is lazy. I think someone didn't do their job. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Somebody didn't do their job. Whether it's the person who manages their website, the person who approved the website, I don't know. But someone didn't do their job. Okay? But so that's one of the things that I do find a little weird about the links and stuff. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Hopefully this session was helpful today. Mang says Perio isn't preparing to launch yet. Yeah, I don't know if I actually saw a timeline. I think I saw private sale was happening on Thursday. I think they're going to go 40 BNB for the private sale. But I think that's happening on Thursday. So. Oh yeah, so Meng's saying it's not even ready to go, and so that's a valid point. And so I guess the thing that I'm curious about, Meng, is, I mean, and I guess I did hint at this. They may not be ready for people to be looking at this, and the only reason we know about this is because some of us were in Bull Flag, and so we just had the luxury of finding out about this early before other people because we were in the previous project where, I don't know if anybody would find this project at this point. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got lucky and stumbled across it. But yeah, that is a good point. Like I said, I'm looking at it from the perspective of this is a finished project, a finished product, and that's actually not accurate. I can't compare. Let me put it this way. And Meng, I think this is what you're saying. We can't compare this project to a project that is launching on Pink Cell, like where the pre-sale is going right now. Like let's see if we can find. Yeah, like if we were to look at this project and the socials didn't work and the website links didn't work, that would be problematic. If we looked at this and it was doing, but this is early in the process and they may not even be ready for this stuff to be going. So it's not a fair comparison to compare this project at the stage that it's in. It's still in, development, and they're having their private sale and things like that. So, hey, thank you guys for your feedback and for your contribution. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up like I always do. Like my mentor always said, life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys, care about you guys, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this awesome community. And hopefully this session was helpful today. I do ask that as soon as this video is done, go ahead and click that refresh button and drop what your biggest takeaway was. Maybe there's something that you liked about Perio. Maybe there's something that stood out to you about safety and security. Whatever it is, go ahead and drop that comment on the actual YouTube video. That's going to allow more people to see this video. More people who see it, more people can help, more people can reach. So with that, no after party today. I get to hop on a bike, do my another bike ride for the day. So we'll see you guys in Discord, and we'll see you again live this coming Thursday. So with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.